Now, when we think of South Africa versus New Zealand in World Cups, the first thing that comes to our mind is cricket, not rugby. But it's not the case for the people in these two nations, as rugby is a far bigger deal than cricket in South Africa and New Zealand. And just last week, these two nations faced off against each other in the Rugby World Cup final, where the South African Springboks defeated the New Zealand All Blacks 12-11 to record a fifth World Cup title. In fact, when we think of South Africa versus New Zealand Cricket World Cups, the first image that pops up in our head is a crying AB de Villiers and Dale Steyn falling on their knees, thinking about yet another opportunity missed, and a South African-born Grant Elliott playing for New Zealand, smashing Dale Steyn over cow corner to register a famous win for New Zealand and securing their spot in the 2015 World Cup final, eventually losing out to Australia. Now, the match in Pune is not a high-stakes encounter like the one in 2015 or 2011. It is not a knockout match, but still holds a very key importance in determining the top 4 spots for both these teams. Both these teams will be hoping to continue the momentum and not leave it to net run rate later in the tournament. Now, 2023 has been a great year for South Africa in sports. In Feb 2023, the South African cricket women's team created history as they became the first team, men or women, to play a World Cup final at the T20 World Cup hosted in South Africa. The national netball team also hosted the World Cup in South Africa and put up a spirited performance, narrowly missing out for the semis. And in the FIFA World Cup this year, South Africa women's national football team nicknamed Banyana Banyana also became the first senior side, men or women, to advance beyond the group stages for the first time in a FIFA World Cup. And the South African team will be hoping that this tide or this wave continues with the Proteas cricket team, who are playing some very eye-catching cricket at this Cricket World Cup. Now, this match's promises to be an explosive cocktail of firepower with the bat and thrill with the ball. There's the aesthetics of Devon Conway, Rachin Ravindra and Aiden Markram on display, with the big hitting of Heinrich Klaasen, David Miller and Glenn Phillips, while two very tactically sharp captains, Tom Latham and Temba Bavuma, leading their teams. Now, with the ball in hand, there's pace royalty in the form of Kagiso Rabada, the swing and guile of Trent Bolt, the hustle and bustle of Gerald Coetzee, and the bounce of Marco Jansen. And if all of them click together, it will truly mark a spectacle in the MCA Stadium in Pune. Now, which of these stars will take the team to victory in this game, only time will tell.